Hello there. So, I'm sure today is going to be interesting. Time to learn more about voodoo and what was the other one? Hoodoo, I think. Still don't know if I'd be able to tell them apart, but we'll see if I can manage to pass the exam. Yes, it's Floofy Wednesday again. And I also decided to prove that I did in fact own at least one Rocky Horror t-shirt, so yes. I wasn't kidding when I said that I did. I actually have another one, but yeah. This is the most recognizable one. Either way. I hope you guys have had a nice week so far. Yeah, it does seem appropriate. In a way. But yeah. Figured, why not? Because, I mean, so far it's probably the game where it fits best. And if you mean like this stuff, it's an advent calendar, so kind of. It doesn't look very Christmassy though. It's paper baggies with flowers on them. Cause it's an advent calendar that's gonna be a bunch of seeds. So yeah, it's a gardening advent calendar. And it definitely does not look Christmassy at all. So yeah. It's a string and a bunch of wooden clothespins and a bunch of paper baggies. So that's what you see in the mirror. And flowers, I don't know which ones. I'll find out. It's a surprise. Not sure if it's still available, but I've got it off of Amazon. So there's that. I don't really do chocolate, so yeah. I do like advent calendars though, and this one seemed like a lot of fun. Um, I mean, I guess if there are sunflower seeds, then maybe, but I'm not planning on it. I'm planning on planting them. Because gardening. So, yes. We'll see. Don't know if any of them will work or anything like that, but it just seems fun. So I figured I'd try it out. And yeah, I just ended up putting it up here, so. Well, it's not that I don't like chocolate, it's long story. Either way, I rarely ever eat chocolate. So, yeah. But I do like advent calendars, because why not have fun? So. But I know that most people have one with edible stuff in there, so yeah, that's not really for me. Let's just say dietary restrictions. Long story, as I said. So yeah. Don't really have that option. But I do like advent calendars. And I don't feel silly doing stuff as an adult, even if it's usually only meant for kids, because who cares? Hello, how you doing? Um, yeah, I'm so ready for some super detective-y detective work. A Halloween advent calendar, that sounds like people might actually want that. So, who knows? Maybe you'll make a bunch of money by creating one of those. Anyways, I'll actually start the game now. Oh, they already make them. Well, I'd say that's a good thing. Okay, well, I haven't heard of them, but I'm not a beer drinker, so I wouldn't know. But anyways, that's a lot of music. I'll have to switch it off again, right? Yeah. Thanks, game. There we go. No getting muted this time. I mean, I don't actually know if people get muted for this game too, but well. Well, Rocky Horror, Phantom, Les Me, what else? Wicked, Hair, Billy Elliot, just a bunch of different ones. So, yeah. Sweeney Todd, Little Shop of Horrors. Should I keep on listing them, or is that enough of them? Well, the first part was a French word, so there's that. But I'm not going to try and pronounce the entire thing, because French. I don't speak French. I might be able to understand it, but I do not speak it. Anyways. So he's already made a copy of this. But yeah, those are just the ones I could think of off the top of my head. Talking skills and stuff, yes. I'd say some Disney films would also count as musicals. So you can like list most of the big popular ones on my list of musicals. Anyways.
And if I pick your brain? Not if it will get you out of my office. What can you tell me about voodoo? You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake.
Good point, though. Good point. And it's going alright so far?
What can you tell me about voodoo? You already sat.
Fine.
What do you know about the voodoo murders? Just what I read in the papers until you showed me that baby. I wasn't interested before, but now, yes, I'd like to figure out where these people come from and what they're up to. They are obviously some very frightening and deadly serious voodoo.
His teeth are weird. I don't know why, but they are. And yes, we've mainly been chatting so far.
What do you know about the voodoo murders? I'm hoping you'll tell me more about it.
His teeth are just weird. I don't know why, but like, somehow his teeth remind me of the game Paradigm. Paradigm. Yes, that's the name. It reminds me of that art style, and I don't know why. I think whoever drew this character might have not had as much practice with teeth. So, they just feel off. I don't know why.
What do you know about the... I'm hoping you'll tell me
Thanks for the sub.
more about it. What can you tell me about New Orleans? I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans. What else can you tell me about New Orleans? The Catholic Church has always dominated in New Orleans, and its imagery, in turn, has dominated New Orleans voodoo.
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
If there's more you wish to know, perhaps you should read my books.
Yeah, we'll see if it's actually usable. But I did think it was interesting that the game kinda just basically you could hear it as if you were in his brain, not as if you were in the lecture hall. So it was interesting because the lecture, while he was drifting off, there was just mumbling instead of actually being able to hear what was going on. So it happened last stream. I don't quite remember how they did it, but yeah. Either way, because he was falling asleep, I couldn't hear the lecture either.
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
If there's more you wish to know, perhaps you should read my books.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. The June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh.
Yeah, I still don't know why his animations, and especially his teeth, are just throwing me off, but they are.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Cabri sans coeur. Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Wait, don't female goats have horns too? I feel like I've seen a female goat with horns, but maybe it's just specific breeds or something. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I have seen a female goat with horns. But I think they just had different ones than the male goats. Yeah, I'm not a goat specialist though.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Okay.
Do you know
Anything
anything
else?
about Marie Laveau?
I'm not in the habit of...
Fine.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
So he's assuming I listened, but he's also repeating himself because, well, he knows he's just
Do you know anything about animal masks?
gonna have to repeat
I'm
himself.
not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Fine, so that's all he's gonna say about it.
Can you tell me anything about that Veve I showed you?
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight. When I have anything concrete, I'll let you know.
Well, I don't know. I've just seen quite a few goats, and I am pretty sure some of the female ones had horns, but it's been a while. So, not quite sure what this font is supposed to do here, because, well, seems a bit off. Or I guess that's this E, just with an additional dot. It looked like a really weird capital E. See? Female goats have horns. Oh, sorry. Hope that wasn't loud. Need to not hit my desk. So. Was
Can
that
you tell
it?
me anything about that Veve I showed you?
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight. But...
Fine.
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual. And I practice sexuality, which isn't very often. Any other questions? Fine.
Thanks. What was that last part for?
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's the gods' demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
But yeah, I guess that might be the case, but I just not entirely sure why he said that.
I'd really like to know more about you.
There have been several articles written about me, Mr. Knight, as well as blurbs on my book jackets. If you want a biography, read.
Fine.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Okay.
Tell me
So,
more.
I wouldn't dwell on it.
Fine. So, what can I just
Your lecture
shout at
was
him?
terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
You must travel a lot.
Yes, to Africa, mainly.
I suppose having all this voodoo stuff sitting around doesn't make you nervous at all.
Why would it?
It's voodoo stuff, and no. Why should it?
I'm very interested in voodoo myself right now.
How nice for you.
Hey, you've got quite a collection of goodies here.
My travels have been rewarding, yes.
Your lecture was terrific.
And quite possible. I mean, I have been known to be a socially anxious, stereotypical nerd person myself, so I can relate somewhat, but still a bit of a weird reaction. Actually, what was on that board? Because there's probably something on there that I can look at.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring.
Wow.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. There's a notice for a lecture on investigative reporting techniques to be given by octogenarian Pulitzer Prize winner Laura Bo Dorian. Unfortunately, it's weeks away. By that time, Gabriel will have to have learned on his own.
Yes. So those are Sierra games too? I didn't even know.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Need a ride to LA the last weekend in August.
I wouldn't go there if you paid me.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Work out of your home and make up to $2,000 a week in your spare time. Call 555-6789.
I actually called them once. You sell cat food over the phone.
555-6789. I think it was. So, I'll write that down if I can just grab my piece of paper and a pencil. 555-6789. Okay.
Gabriel scans. Ha! We'll do algebra or biology homework for food. Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Jazz jam session every Tuesday at 7 in the music building. Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Haircuts for $10 a head. Perms for $20 at the Tulane Beauty School West Campus.
Like I'd let an amateur touch these locks.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha. Gabriel there's unpart. Gabriel.
I would.
Just checking if I have the number right. Yeah, 555-6789. Yep.
I actually called.
Alright. Because I am planning on actually calling that number. But for that I need to copy it down correctly.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
At least you can't smell him from the other side of the city yet. So, on.
Hello? Robert?
No, it's not Robert.
Then get off the phone.
Fine. It seems that lady is everywhere. What if I try the guy in Germany again? Oh, there.
I'm not calling some stranger in Germany. I still don't know
Fine.
who this guy really is.
So, does she have any news?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
No, I didn't
None
call
right
him.
now.
I tried. And I got that exact response.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I'd really rather not hear about your sex life night.
Alright then.
Do you know anything about Veve?
I told you, I can't help you with that.
I don't think I'd asked her before, but okay then.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
So, time to ask this guy about stuff I found
Hello,
out.
Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
So am I. Him and his pet snake.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Pet snake that's in an enclosure where it can't even stretch out. So, yeah.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I used to have some antique African totem masks, but they were on the point of disintegration, so I removed them.
Thanks for the raid. How you doing? So he removed them. Whatever that means.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I believe they have something to do with Haitian voodoo, but that is not really my area.
So what is his area?
Do you know?
Fine. Why were you miserable? Something wrong? I think I've asked everything else, so there's that.
The doorway is already...
Oh, fine, just walk through it then. I've never played that game,
How's it
but
going?
I'm guessing it's frustrating.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
Because, I mean, based on your reaction, it seems like it is. Well, playing frustrating games is kind of my thing at this point. I don't get frustrated that easily,
It's
so.
my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but
Yeah.
nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Well, it would be interesting if she said least favorite grandson instead. I mean, it would be just as accurate, considering she only has one, but just saying.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Why, no, dear. Do you mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran.
They're like asking people who are obviously not the person to ask.
Do you know anything about Veves?
What, dear?
Never mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Tell me about my mother.
Oh, right, right. So, who was this
Do you
guy?
know anyone named
Oh,
Wolfgang
that's the
Ritter?
guy who's calling.
Wolfgang Ritter. Oh, no, dear.
Odd.
So, does that mean it's a good game? Or does that mean you need to
Well, Gran,
get
I
rid
better
of
get
some
going.
things?
All right, dear.
I mean, that Earthworm game you have been playing, not sure if you're done with it yet. Either way, that game looks like it's a bit tricky, at the very least. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't think anything's changed over here, and I've drawn this, so... I'm just checking all the locations, because... you never know. Stuff changes.
Hi.
Tempting. Oh, alright. Good to know.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Like the ones in the voodoo rituals they do for the tourists?
Right.
I used to sell a few as souvenirs. The only one left is Willie Jr. over there. The old crocodile. Well, he's sort of a mascot now, him.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, sir. Never heard of him.
Okay.
About Willie Jr., would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
Which I don't have.
$100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. very close now. I could part with him for less.
So... I mean, I stole a badge already. Do I steal money to go along with it? Because, I mean... doesn't seem like... well, like he wouldn't even consider that. Well, I don't... thanks for follow. I don't think I could actually stream it with my current setup. But I mean... I don't know. Maybe I'll actually play games on consoles and stuff on stream at some point. Never done that in the past, but it's not like it can't happen in the future.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, I think it should work on the other setup. I don't know. Haven't tried, but I'll try it eventually. Doesn't mean it's gonna work out, but I'll see if OBS can capture it. So, any news here?
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I can ask him about those
Do you
two.
know anything about
Right.
animal masks?
I see plenty of masks during Mardi Gras. Not many animals, though. Of course, there's plenty of animals underneath.
Do you know anything about Veve?
Reves? Never heard of it.
Okay. Kinda wondering if he found out I stole his badge yet. He might be angry. Possibly. Oh, right! I forgot.
You son of... Give me back my... Now, Knight!
Whoopsies.
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrow it again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so
I'm
too.
sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's
He's
behind
obviously
these
afraid for his
murders, Crash?
life. And
Why are the victims all
well.
members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Well, if I can send a message, tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for true serve and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no.
Uh-huh.
Damn. We can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction. That's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
So they put that guy in danger by detaining him. And if he doesn't give them information, they're not going to put him into witness protection. But he's probably still in danger. And they're going to release him tomorrow. Lovely. I'm sure that's going to go well, and he's not going to be the next murder victim. Definitely not. Why would you even think that?
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? You mean like those Halloween masks they sometimes use in robberies?
I don't think so. More like real animals.
Never ran across anything like that.
Do you know anything about veves?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight. That voodoo stuff is faked.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These veves...
Look, just stop worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
Okay.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
Bam. I've obviously been reading ahead and not just listening to what's been said, like, in the past 5 minutes. Him going, they're gonna kill me, and him going, I'm not going to put you into witness protection unless you give us more information, and him going, yeah, no, I'm not gonna give you more information. And I'm going, fine, we'll release you tomorrow. Yeah, I can see the future. Just gonna throw it out there. So.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Have a good one.
So. Yes, yes, I can. I don't know. I mean, last time I tried to get any money from there, it didn't go so well. I think she threatened to slap him. Or something along those lines. So, yeah. She threatened physical violence. So... Not sure if he still wants to talk to me at this point.
The artist is an able draftsman, but interrogating him wouldn't lend much to Gabriel's investigation.
I'm guessing nothing else changed, so I'll just leave again. I mean, I asked his grandmother about the guy who called, so maybe I can call him back now. Even though she didn't know him, so maybe not. We'll see. So, anything else? I can check graveyard again. Yeah, exactly. So, maybe it's not the right thing to do.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
She's probably paid more than that, but we'll see.
Wish Gabriel would
Fine. Oh, that guy again.
Huh?
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
For how much? How much?
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't
Oh,
you
come
dare
on.
sell your father's painting.
Stay out of this.
Stay out of this, Grace.
I'm just asking.
Ooh, you're serious. You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
I mean, I need the money. But maybe if I wait, he's gonna give me more? Because he is interested. So... I'm hoping it's not gonna cause issues, so... Yeah, I don't know. Would this decision get me stuck? Because, well, I'd like to know that. And it is a Sierra game, so it's not that far off to think that it might. Well, I mean, to be fair, it is a fancy painting, so... Okay. So, fine.
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
Okay.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Well. She could have bought it if she wanted it.
Gabriel cannot see.
I've got some things I need to do.
Don't hurry back on my account.
So. Got the money.
Hi. Uh-huh. Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Are you still interested in selling that crocodile mask?
Or you show me $100 and the mask is yours.
Alright. I guess I'll show him $100. But yes, I get that it's the last of his dad's, at least big paintings. He still has the sketches. But either way, it is just a painting. He doesn't really seem to attach to it. He needs the money. So, why not give it to someone who actually wants the painting?
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
Yeah, she wouldn't. Is he gonna put it in a bag or something?
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
I'll read the sign again.
The sign says, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagniappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or Master Gambling Oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagniappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means.
Alright. So, which oil did I get? Yeah, the gambling oil. And nothing else, so. There's that. So. Got the fancy mask. Do I go over here now? And show him the fancy mask? I don't know why, but maybe he wants to see it. And yes, I do think this art style is rather pretty.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Oh goody.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I'm not in the habit.
Fine. I'll just show it to him.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Okay. Well, that didn't look like he actually got the animal mask out of his pocket. And no, I haven't. So. We'll see. So.
The small bottle is labeled.
I read it.
The label reads Master Gambling Oil, but no ingredients, warnings, or instructions are included.
Wait, what's this again? Oh, the phone book page. Right. Well, I don't know which one it's gonna be, so I'll probably have to call all of them. So. First one is 555 1270. Second one 555 1220. 555 1280 and 535 1237. Got all of those. Guess I'm not supposed to travel the world agency. Maybe I'll have to look at that one or the vet. We'll see. So I think I already showed him these.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Really? Are you sure?
I am never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
Yeah, I've already showed him. So, time to get out of here.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, do keep in touch.
And I'd assume he keeps the crocodile mask where all Sierra characters keep their inventory items.
Gabriel does not need to enter the projection booth.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
So, time to try out a bunch of phone numbers.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Kazunu residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Not that one. Alright.
Hello, Casanu residents?
Hi. I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Kazanu was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Okay. Not that one.
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't that one. But I'm not entirely convinced.
Casino residents, may I help you?
Hi. You won a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore?
No soliciting, please.
Yeah, so I think it was the previous one. So, not the last one, but the third number I tried. So what if I call her again?
There's nothing
Yes?
Hi. I called earlier about your drugstore order.
Hush, Castro! I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'll try a third time. Yeah, I can't quite remember if she had a dog, but got a feeling she might. So her phone is not reachable right now? What if I call one of the other numbers again? Nope.
Hello? Casanu residents?
Hi. I called before about the Dixieland drugstore.
I told you it wasn't me. Stop bothering me.
Yeah, I think it was the third number. I don't actually know though.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I have a patent I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay. So. There, I think it was this one. That's the one with the dog. And canine care. Well, I guess I could see if I can call her vet. And then pretend to be the vet.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Okay. Do you know anything about snakes? Do you have her as a client? Do you know anything about animal sacrifice?
Do you have a Madame Cazonu as a client?
Madame Cosano? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about her.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, that worked.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
There. Not sure how it took me this long to see the giant dog's head on the map, but yeah.
It would be better to be in...
Fine. So, door knocker.
Yes? Who is it?
Writing an article?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away. Yes? Who is it?
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
Selling pet supplies.
I've got some great pet supplies. Could you cool little doggy?
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Land shark?
Land shark?
You are no Bill Murray.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazonu.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
Dang it.
Yes?
Well, he's right here, so...
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazonu.
I don't talk to...
Fine. What if I go wrong house? Is that gonna trick her?
Who is it?
Wrong house. Never mind.
Fine. Good day.
No. Alright. I was thinking that might get a different response, but nope. Closed door. No reverse psychology here.
Hi.
Okay.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
So...
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my...
Fine. So he still doesn't trust me.
Oh, come on. You have to know about Veve. They're voodoo symbols.
Not any kind of voodoo I know about.
Can you tell me anything else about how animal masks are used?
They're curiosities, no? This is a curio shop.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what I'll need to get into her house. I was thinking that maybe I could get whatever she was ordering last time for her. I guess not. Maybe I could borrow the badge again. I doubt it, but it's worth a try. Or, well, I don't know. Or maybe I could call her again.
Hey, mostly.
Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
So... let's see.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
I told you, it's going for shit.
I don't think I can ask him to leave again. So...
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
What else do you want to know?
Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off our seat. You'd act like you were gonna toss her in a race.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, nothing.
It's your...
So, I'm probably done here for now.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Have a good one.
I mean, maybe I can dress up as someone else and convince her that way. Because that way she's not just talking to a random stranger. And she did specify her religion. So... and I've got access to a dressing room. So... yep.
I
Knew
can't
it.
resist black.
Cross?
The crucifix might come in handy. But Gabriel does not feel guilt-free enough to wield it.
Anything else I can take?
Gabriel cannot see himself wearing a long robe.
Why not?
Nothing on that
He's wearing a long cloak right now. I mean, coat, whatever. So... it's not that far off.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Nothing on that nothing on... nothing...
Fine. So I might still need to go get the cross. And no, I'm not. I'm pretty sure this is breaking a bunch of different codes. So...
Gabriel cannot take...
May I help you, my child?
Okay.
I'd like to make a confession. All right, if it will make you feel better. I think I just need an overall apology to the universe. I see. Apology noted. Thanks, Father. Is there anything else? Goodbye, then.
Okay. It didn't work. So, no. So I can only do one thing at a time. So does he feel guilt-free enough to take it? I don't know. But maybe I won't need it. It does seem a bit flashy, so maybe that would be too much. I mean, it's a wall ornament.
The crucifix.
Nope. So, I don't know. Or do I get changed and then take it?
This is the... There's no reason to wear that at the moment.
Fine.
Gabriel does...
Just exit. Oh, what's going on here?
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting.
What's that supposed to mean? What? Okay. Alright. You done yet? No? Okay then. I guess the grass is very slippery because she's moving very fast without moving her legs too much. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but it's fine.
She's busy at the moment.
Oh, is she now?
Thanks, boys.
Great.
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are...
How's business?
How's business? I have no time for such dull conversation, darling.
Well, I do.
How about a reading?
The prices are listed on the sign.
They seem a little steep.
Well, I sometimes do my intimate friends for nothing, but I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are.
Okay.
Could you just do a short reading for an intimate friend?
Darling, you toy with me. If I thought you were serious. But no, I must stay firm.
That's a nice snake you have there.
I could say the same of you.
Well, I know where you got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
All right.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
That was very direct. I mean, maybe she just really, really knows what she wants. And it's him specifically. I mean, who are we to judge?
Thanks, boys.
I'd really like to know more about that snake.
Sorry, sweetie, but I don't discuss Elvis with anyone.
Elvis. Alright.
Oh, nothing?
Then move aside, sweetie. But stay where I can look at you, okay?
The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm reading, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and birth charts, $50. Madame...
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Whatever. Can I not even walk away while she's dancing? Oh, there. Now I can walk. So...
The booth is the owner is currently plying a different sort of wares, however.
Indeed. I think it said something else while she was sitting there, so... I'll wait for a second until she's done dancing for, I think, what is the third or fourth time now?
Thanks, boys.
Okay.
The booth, Madame Lorelei lounges at the booth, fondling her snake.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad I waited for that. So... time to impersonate a priest. Is he just gonna get changed out here?
Alright, but this is private.
Apparently so.
It would be better to be invited inside.
Wait, where did he put his stuff? Because he was wearing the super long coat. Where did that go?
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Well, Father, you should be ashamed of yourself being so ill-groomed. I am sure the bishop would never approve. You can just go get a haircut before you come calling on me again. I know my duty, Father, but a priest seeking contributions should take pains to represent the church with respect.
Fine. So, hair gel?
The things I do for my art.
Much better.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
I see you've taken my advice, Father. I didn't mean to be harsh, but the church is the church.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Exactly. Come in, Father. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
So... ask about herself.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, geographically, maybe, but I'd say the accents are in, well, where in the UK?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use them.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be an Irish accent, but... Oh. Not entirely sure, but it does seem like he might be going for Irish.
Tell me more about voodoo in New Orleans.
It's just plain evil. It's dangerous to even discuss it.
So I'm guessing that's all of that?
Tell me.
Yeah.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
Well, as far as I know, McLaughlin is... And I think that's the name he said. Right? The name he said, if I remember correctly, is more of an Irish name, so... Once again, not an expert, but my guess would be Irish.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Shh. They'll hear you.
The murderers will hear me. Okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My
Thanks,
family
Lars.
were among
How you doing?
the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You know, I can stroll the streets of the French Quarter and see in my mind's eye the way it used to be. It was wonderful in the old days.
Well, I'm not an expert, though. So, there's that.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans isn't what it used to be, I can tell you. There's too few of the real people left.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans isn't what it is.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Do I?
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
Do I know?
don't think I should say any more about that.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sans Corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Of course I know what it means, don't you?
Of course I know what it means, do you?
I wasn't born yesterday, Father. I won't tell you what it means if you don't already know.
Well, I do know.
About Cabri Sans Corps.
Well, are you going to tell me what it means, Father?
Yes?
It means goat without horns.
Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means.
Yes.
You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Okay.
That Cabri sound car.
Do not continue to tease me, Father. You know what it means as well as I.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She was only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
Saying what things? Talking about human sacrifice.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She was only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She was...
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I...
Fine.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Did they now?
Can you tell me anything else about human sacrifice?
What is there to tell? They cut your heart out.
What?
Can you tell me anything
Was that
else
supposed
about
to be the
human
sound
sacrifice?
of a heart being cut out?
They cut your heart out.
Alright.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo en four.
200?
That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret. Most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Yes.
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real voodoo queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin.
Does that mean she had a really bad sunburn? Because, I mean... copper is... well... It could be sunburn.
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, they are all brides of Satan. Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
But no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you find the weather to your liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and evening.
Have you been attending Mass regularly, my child?
Oh, yes, Father. I attend Mass every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
You are dedicated, madame. It's so nice of you to invite me in.
But no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you find the weather...
Okay. So, I'll just look around a bit and then probably
The
leave.
painting behind the couch is a Madonna in child. Madame seems to like candles.
Yep.
Gabriel wonders if these two are specialties of Mr. Walker's shop. It's a painting of a pretty young lady in old-fashioned clothes.
Madame, in younger days?
Good heavens, no, Father.
Then who is it?
It's a paint.
Madame?
Good heavens, no, Father.
Madame's parlor is full of carefully dusted and polished relics of her past. The folding screen has a colorful pattern. It looks oriental.
Of me. Somehow I doubt that.
There's an old-fashioned jewelry box on the coffee table.
Like, her hair is way too short.
The tea service has been polished recently. Madame uses it with her Creole sisters, perhaps?
Yes, exactly.
Gabriel cannot open the front hall. He only needs to walk there.
Well, there's a door right here. So.
Well, Madame, I must be gone.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Well, I don't think I dress that way. So. Even if I did cut my hair, it seems unlikely.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
So, do I put the stuff back? I'll try. It might not work, but, well. Or, I mean, I might need to go there again, so we'll see. I'll save before trying to put it back, just in case. So.
Gabriel wants to keep the vestments.
Fine.
He might need them.
Alright.
Gabriel does.
So, how did I leave the church without going to the park? There. He's so slow. Alright. So. I'll go over here.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
What?
This is quite a place you have here.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. I have dedicated myself to the preservation of this unique culture. It is gratifying to see others reap the fruits I have sown.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
So.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Knight. The voodoo churches in the city have no need for secrecy.
Really now?
Are you sure you can't educate me further about animal masks?
Unfortunately, I do not know much about totem masks. The practice was more African than American, and that is not my area of expertise.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
You have heard everything about Marie Laveau.
Do you know Malia Getty?
Should I?
She referred me to your museum.
Many have read about our museum in the newspapers, Mr. Knight.
That's a good point.
Fine. Well, lots of people referred me to the museum, actually. So...
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Come back again.
Hi. What about these magic oils and powders you're selling? Aren't they a part of voodoo?
Read the label, man. We make no claim. Sold as curio only. It means what it says, no? These are novelties, not voodoo.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Well, there's no such thing. Not around here.
I found out what Cabri sans corps means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
I never said those words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
I don't know much, monsieur.
Can you tell me anything else about how animal masks are used?
They're curiosities, no?
Oh, oh, come on. You have to know about Veve.
Not any kind of...
Fine. So, back over here. Maybe he's found out something.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Maybe not. But I found new topics to talk about, so...
Not if it will get you out of my office.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Secret voodoo hound four? Where, Mr. Knight?
In New Orleans.
Well, I don't know anything about a secret hound four in New Orleans. But if you find something along those lines, let me know.
Oh, you mean the street sounds in game? Yeah.
Do you know anything about...
I told you I'm as clueless as you on that one.
What was that translation for Cabri sans corps again?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll show the animal mask to the museum owner guy. So.
I'll be going.
Oh, do keep in touch.
He might know something. Thanks to the host.
Hello, Dr.
How you doing?
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
So, mask. There it is.
What do you think of my crocodile mask?
Nice.
That's it.
What do you think of my...
Just that. All right. Well, you can lurk as much as you like. And you don't have to host me. But it's very much appreciated.
I'll be going.
Come back again.
So... well... I'd say when it comes to cookies you're actually planning on eating, maybe skip the spiders. But, well...
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh, boy. Party time.
You keep the spiders in overly large enclosures and eat
Grace?
them on a regular schedule. No, feed them, not eat them. Feed them. Feed the spiders, don't eat the spiders.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous. You're not going to try to find this voodoo group yourself, are you?
Would I do that?
Yeah, exactly. Feed the spiders, don't eat the spiders. You can't eat the same spider over and over again now, can you? I mean... yeah, I don't want to think about that. No. 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 Just no.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Nothing.
I can't think of anything.
Great.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I did already give her a research topic, so... let's see. It seems the travel agency is going to be relevant somehow. Just based on the size of the phone number. And, well, the size of the name, more precisely. So, I'll write that one down. There's that.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Yes, somewhere. So, there.
Hello. See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
Oh, see the world. Wow.
What are your specials?
2 weeks in India for 2,000 rupees.
Well, that's certainly special.
Uh-huh. Is there something else I can help you with?
How much for a trip to the Caribbean?
Well, Our least expensive trip is 4 days, 3 nights in St. Croix for $1,250. Of course, we have much nicer packages available.
I'm sure your packages are astonishing, but that's out of my league.
Is there something else I can help you with?
I've always wanted to visit Anderson, Indiana.
I'm so sorry, but you can't get there from here.
Can you just get me out of here, please?
I'd be happy to send you anywhere, sir, but I need a destination.
Fine.
Sorry, wrong number.
Thank you. Goodbye.
That is a bargain. I mean, how would you even pay for travel?
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Maybe now's the time to use these. Was it this one?
4 pairs of binoculars.
Nope, wrong one. That one? Nope. This one? Nope. Lost one then. So I don't see any of her friends. So I'm guessing I can't get in here again. Don't have the badge anymore, but they already know he's not an officer, so.
Oh, it's you. Miss Getty is not at home, sir. Can you tell me where she is? It's very important. She's visiting her mother's grave, Mr. Knight. Something even you can't be tasteless enough to want to interrupt.
Alright, I guess I'll be visiting the graveyard. Taste? What's that? Never heard of such a thing. Well, I don't see her. Fine, maybe I can't find her. Or I could ask him.
The old man would.
Yeah. I know I used the wrong action.
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Okay.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hanfu?
I don't know what you talking about.
Neither do I.
Do you know anything about veves?
I don't know what you talking about.
Alright.
Do you have any idea?
No.
Alright. I guess I'll just leave. Yeah, I don't know where she'd be. Maybe there's another graveyard and she's there. I don't think I've asked his grandmother if she knows anything about a secret voodoo queen
Gabriel, come in.
situation. Who knows?
Hi,
Maybe she knows.
Make yourself at home, son.
Maybe she's just been,
Can we talk, Gran?
well,
Of course, my boy.
keeping whatever
I
information she
help?
actually knows.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
No. Still nothing, and...
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Gabriel, my goodness. What are you up to these days?
Nothing,
asking
Gran,
questions.
really.
You better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
I know, Gran. It's okay.
Aw. Yeah, he's possibly gonna get murdered eventually, but I'm sure it's fine.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
I mean, he's got
Alright,
other
then.
games to be in, so... maybe he won't get murdered.
Gabriel can't do anything.
Okay.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Hound what?
Hound fool. It's a temple.
Oh, fine. Temple.
Sounds like someone's pulling your leg on that one.
Fine. Now I actually know what I'm asking about. It's always nice to know what you're asking people.
Can I ask you a few questions, ma'am?
I'm sorry, sir, but I really have to finish these reports.
Fine. What if I ask him questions from
Gabriel
over
should go
here?
to the counter to
No.
talk.
Okay. I guess he's just gonna ignore me if I talk to him from this side.
Hey, hey, hey. Knight, I had a feeling you'd
Maybe.
show up.
Who knows? Maybe I didn't pay super close attention.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Oh, come on. Someone's pulling your leg, Knight.
Are you sure?
There's nothing secret about voodoo in New Orleans. There's a museum, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but that's the stuff they want you to see.
You're getting mighty paranoid, Knight.
Yes, he is.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
I told you, it's going for shit.
Have you ever called the hair?
I'd rather...
So how'd you ever find anything in this office? It looks like ground zero.
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
Okay. So.
Anything else new?
Just work. Sorry I don't have more time to chat, bud.
Fine. I was thinking that I could maybe question the suspect, but it seems that's not gonna work out.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Ciao, baby.
So. I guess I could see if she has anything else to tell me. So.
All right.
There.
The things I do.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin back again, don't you know?
Yes, Father. Come on in. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
They've got this giant crocodile mask. What do you think?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
What about these symbols?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
What about that one?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
Okay. What about this stuff?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father,
Fine.
it does not.
She doesn't know anything. Nothing means anything to her. Does this gruesome crime scene photo mean anything to you? No.
Madam Casimir is paranoid and fearful enough without showing her that graphic photograph.
Do these drawings mean anything to
Does
you?
this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
Does this brick mean anything to you?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father, it does not.
Alright. Do you know this person?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, Father.
Nope. And what was this stuff?
There's an old-fashioned
Right.
jewelry box on the coffee table.
Can I walk over here? What if I open the jewelry box?
Madame will open or close her own jewelry box.
Alright. Can I get some
Father
tea?
McLaughlin would never steal from one of his flock.
Can I use it?
If Madame wants to serve tea, she will do the pouring.
Hello, how you doing? So, can I interact with the dog? Boop the dog.
Madame Casimir would not appreciate that.
No. Fair enough, I mean... She is definitely an old lady and has a dog, so...
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Okay.
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions, madame?
If you wish, Father.
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, they are all brides of Satan. Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Tell me more about this secret Voodoo hound four.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations.
Well, I could help you with that.
Bless it for me, father. I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't right. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Okay. Aww.
It's a bracelet in the shape of a snake.
Indeed.
I think that's enough, father.
Oh, right. Here you go.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions, madame?
If you wish, father.
Can I see that snake bracelet again? I'm not sure. The first blessing took, and I'd like to rebless it.
All right. I do admire your thoroughness, father. Here's the bracelet, father.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though let it do voodoos and now.
Can I sketch it?
There's no point.
Huh. Oh, can I look at it?
There's no point.
No. Tweezers?
There's no.
The giant mask? No. And what? Are they? Really? Why would that be?
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Okay.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this. Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us.
And you mean
Mr.
like
Knight.
paper towels and stuff? Or do you mean printer paper? Paper? Because, like, I'd say both are paper products. And they'd be for rather different sorts of panic buying sprees. So, one is the, oh no, I need to print all the things right now spree, and the other one is the, well, people just generally being silly and thinking the stores are gonna close, which they can't really do that. Can't just close all grocery stores. People need food. So, yeah, I don't know.
So, how is the museum business?
Those who truly seek understanding are few, Mr. Knight. But even one can be an audience.
Yep, sounds about like my shop.
Think so far.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
So I found the bracelet, but he doesn't seem to want to talk about it. Don't know what seeing the bracelet changed.
Goodbye, Dr.
I might need to find a way to,
again.
well, keep the bracelet. Or make some sort of copy of it. Don't know how that would work, but, well. Hi. How you doing? So, can I use this stuff?
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
At gambling.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How
Just
much
drink a bunch of oil.
put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Yes. Wouldn't want too
No
much.
such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met. You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Oh.
Hallelujah, I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant. Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours.
Yes.
I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Alright.
Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this spot too long to know much about anything.
He's just been here the entire time. Is that it?
So, how do you feel now?
Couldn't be better.
Can I ask you...
Look.
Yeah, it seems he's just been staying at the bar
Does this
24/7.
mean anything to you?
Nah,
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Fine. Does this murder crime scene photograph mean anything to you?
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
I guess not. So I'll just leave for now, I think. I don't know. But hey, I mean, progress.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Okay, no new questions. I was thinking since the oil worked, maybe I could talk about that. I guess not. And I mean, it's still the same day, so I've made a fair amount of progress, but not that much. True. Lots of puzzles. What if I show her the picture? Is she gonna have any sort of reaction to it? Or just, I don't know what to do with this?
Does this mean anything to you?
No. Does this price list mean anything to you? Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Okay. Like, can I do anything?
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. Madame Lorelei would not appreciate...
No. What if I sit down in her chair?
Madame Lorelei would not appreciate Gabriel using her boot while she's dancing.
What if I sit in that chair?
Lorelei...
No. What if I put on the mask?
Gabriel doesn't want to put the mask on until he has to.
Fine.
Thanks, boys.
Does this mean anything to you?
No.
Okay. I don't have any money, so I'll just leave.
Come on.
But yeah, going out without a mask. It's gonna be interesting if any games are actually going to be set in 2020, well, that are either made this year or in the future. And how they'd handle that. Or movies. I mean, I don't know. Just thinking of, well, could be interesting. Because it is a pretty major historical event, so... Let's see. Haven't tried to call the German number in a while. So maybe I've made enough progress to call him now.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Fine.
I'm not calling some strange.
So, still doesn't work. But, I mean, it was worth a try. And no, why would I? And it's not like all of Austria just has one phone number.
I'll be back later.
Don't hurry back on my account.
So... Oh, so you're expecting me to put in my number? Yeah, well... like, that's gonna happen.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
I'll check upstairs again.
I'm going up the...
Enjoy your...
Yes, I am. The attic is so much fun. Alright.
There's nothing I want in there. I think I'll leave that up here. I think I'll leave that up.
Okay. So. Yeah, well, I didn't do that.
The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical function.
Yeah, still don't know what this thing is. So it was, sun dragon, I think?
A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock.
Yeah.
A sword. A
Oh, that's the
sun,
dragon.
An angel.
Okay, that's the angel. So, sword, sun, angel, noose, eclipse, dragon. Yeah, and I still don't know what those are for. Just trying to actually keep that stuff in mind.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
I don't think I found out anything new, but did he?
Have you had any luck with that Beve?
I'm still working on it, Mr. Knight. When I'm finished, you'll be the first to know.
Have you had any luck?
Okay, and the bracelet?
Not if it will...
Anything? No.
Gabriel does.
I'll see you later.
Oh, do keep in touch.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point in the game. I know about the bracelet. Well, I'm guessing the whole, like, university analysis thingy is gonna take a while. And so is the stuff she's researching, which is the same thing, I think. So, there's that. The lady in the park, I don't know how to become her friend, so I'll need to figure that out. Don't know how the guy in the bar could help me. Anything else? I don't know where to find the rich lady. I mean, the guy said she was at the cemetery, but, well, at her mother's grave. Who knows where that is. So yeah, might need a hint. I don't know how much else I can do on that day. Well, Snake Lady would be interesting. Because she might not be home the next day, and the other items might be for another day, so... She might just only be here for a day, so... That's the reason I think that that's gonna be part of this day. Whereas the other ones, as I said, they could easily be just for later. So, what could I do here? Oh, while she's dancing, do I dance with her?
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
She just passed through me twice. 3 times now. Okay.
Not a bad idea. Ooh, baby, I love the way you move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
Okay.
Thanks, boys.
So I'll take that. Does she want it back?
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting.
Okay.
Did you lose a veil?
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Oh.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one. Dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
She's got a very sweaty nose.
Oh God! Beware! Beware!
Okay. Bye-bye.
What is it about me lately?
Alright,
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park.
anything I can do here?
Gabriel would not mind picking up a few extra bucks by using Madame Lorelei's boot while she's gone, but he doesn't know how to belly dance. Why do that to the... Madame Lorelei's booth is deserted.
Okay, I guess I'll try and run after her. Yeah, I could try and just sit in her chair. I mean, I don't seem to find her, so... Chair time?
Gabriel would not mind...
No. I mean, Probably lots of body odor. So, that would most likely be the smell of its coat. Yeah.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
So... Didn't give me any new dialogue options. So I'm not sure what sort of progress I made
Thanks
there.
a lot. Bye now.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Wait, is that her?
Gabriel should get her attention first.
She doing okay?
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Maria Getty, or you shall pay with your life.
Okay.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know what speed stick is. I'm guessing it's a brand or a branded product. But never heard of it.
I told you, Miss Getty is out.
Fine. I've never heard of them. Okay. Well, I don't think the brand is sold over here, so... yeah. Not familiar with it. Oh. Alright. I guess that makes sense. Oh! Interesting.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
Things.
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that 1,000,000 times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't
Seen that one too.
Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? You think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Okay.
Damn it.
Gabriel's done all the begging he can muster at the moment. Miley will have to work this out on her own.
Can I open her family's tomb? Apparently I can try.
The plate is locked in position.
Okay.
There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
Alright. So I might be breaking into her family's grave, or mausoleum, possibly? I don't know what the proper term would be. So... what if I show up at her house? Would that work?
I told you.
Fine.
Miss Giddy is out.
So she's still not back yet. Okay. Now what? I don't know where she went, so she could be anywhere. Guess not in here. In the park. Okay, so she's not coming back. Yeah, well, you can't just tell me stay away from that person and expect me to do that.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Oh, joy.
She might get along well with the uni professor. Just saying.
Wishful thinking. It's...
Has anything changed in there?
Gabriel checks the drawer again, just in case life as we know it changed significantly since he last looked.
Nope. Do I have any new conversation topics?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
I don't think so. Alright. So, what else could I do? I think I've already read the newspaper, but I could try to do that again.
Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up. Good coffee.
Okay. And wasn't Police Quest 4 one of those games too? I don't know.
I'll be back later.
See ya.
So, where do I go? Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing after the cemetery. Maybe one of these guys has
Hello, Dr. John.
any sort of new information.
Return to us, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, I might need any sort of hint to, like, actually make progress.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Because that seemed like a bit of a dead end. Because, well, I didn't get an item, I didn't get a dialogue option, I didn't get a new location.
This is
all I got is points. So, yeah, I don't know if that did anything at all.
I'll be going.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Okay, crime scene. I mean, sure, I can do that. Oh.
It's very large grass.
Lovely. What's that?
Gabriel doesn't need any grass.
What's that?
Gabriel doesn't need... Gabriel...
Fine. Fine, it's very large grass. What about here?
It's very large grass. It's very...
Apparently it's very large grass.
It's extremely big sand.
So, rocks.
Gabriel doesn't need any more rocks in his pockets. It's very... It's very... Gabriel...
Okay.
It's extremely big, bloody sand. The line... It's Gabriel. Gabriel is already magnifying the sand.
True that. So,
There's
the tree,
no reason to
the line,
Gabriel
over
has
here,
no reason to disturb
the
the
water,
lake. Gabriel doesn't need to use that on the clay banks.
the different colored sand. No.
There's nothing worth magnifying in that particular... It's very large.
How is that a hidden gem?
There's nothing
It's just a phrase, and I say it.
It's very large grass.
Do I pluck some of that grass?
There doesn't seem to be anything unusual there that would call for using tweezers.
So I need to find something unusual and then use tweezers on it.
The police have already taken some. The police...
Okay. No, don't leave the area. Stop it. Fine, too late. So, let's see.
Out damn the spot. Will these pristine banks ne'er be cleaned again? Patches of grass have managed to survive life on the banks of Lake Pontchartrain. Gabriel is on the sand and clay shore of Lake Pontchartrain, at the site where some poor bastard got to see who the voodoo murderers really are. The site is now deserted. The banks of Lake Pontchartrain are rich with clay deposits. Gabriel is the site. Police tape marks off the crime scene. Gabriel.
So, what am I missing?
There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand. But if there is a pattern, there seems to be... But if Gabriel, the site...
I'm guessing that the pattern, like the full pattern, would be bigger than that. Can I use this pattern on that pattern?
Using that on...
No. Can I do anything else here? I mean, I found the brick here, I think.
That on the line. Gabriel does not particularly want to mess with the bloody sand.
Why not?
Using...
Yeah, I think I found the brick here.
Gabriel can see that just fine without magnification. Gabriel does not particularly... Using that...
What else could I do? I mean, if you say I missed something, then it seems like I need to do more pixel hunting. I just don't know what I'm looking for.
There's nothing worth There's no... There's not...
Okay.
It's very large.
Great.
There's nothing... There's no... Gabriel. There's nothing worth There's no... There's no...
So I don't see any footprints
There's nothing...
or anything like that. So, are those footprints?
It's extremely...
No. Just more rocks.
There's nothing...
I mean, I think I found the brick somewhere around here. I've got the lecture as its own thing. Lovely. Still missing one person here. Who's that again?
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not.
Oh, her. Yeah, right.
Right.
That's the one. I'm just bad with names and... Well, I remember that line of dialogue, though.
The lines in the sand are fairly large. Magnification wouldn't make them any clearer.
I mean... sure? Like, which part of the screen? Let's say... we divided, like, around here-ish? And, like, there-ish? Is it up in this area, or over here, or over there, or over that way? Oh, right on the lines, sure.
The line. There's nothing.
Oh, that one. I thought I'd already looked at that.
Extremely big.
Oh, yeah. So...
the line. There's nothing worth magnifying in that particular location.
this tiny spot? Come on, there.
There's not.
No. That one?
It's
no.
Gabriel is already magnifying the sand. It's very large. It's very...
So...
it's a...
I don't see anything. The right edge. You mean this stuff?
There are marks in the grass, as though some heavy wire object had been set there.
Okay. So, tweezers.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me. What kind?
A fancy one.
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene. The magnet.
Okay.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the lake. The iridescent scale is brilliantly hued with greens and purples.
But yeah, I thought I already clicked on that area.
There are marks in the grass, as though some heavy wire object had been set there. The marks are part of the... Gabriel...
I mean, I can't take anything, really.
Gabriel can't take the lines with him. The marks are... Gabriel... The police have already taken samples of the blood.
So?
Mosley will be able to tell Gabriel if there's anything significant about it. The grass has a matted appearance there.
Near the shore. Sure.
Gabriel was just thinking that he could really use a lake, but he doesn't want to get his pockets wet. Gabriel, that doesn't seem, that does, Gabriel, that,
Gabe.
Gabriel doesn't need any more. Gabriel was...
Yes, just take the lake with you.
Is that clay?
Yes. Fine.
Yuck.
I guess I wanted clay. Alright. Now I have clay. Anyone want some clay? I've got clay. Do you want more clay?
Gabriel already took all the clay he needs.
I don't know why I'd need clay, but guess I'll do something with it. Do I make a clay impression of the bracelet? Is that what I'm doing? Alright. I'll have him change.
Alright.
And there.
The things I do for my art.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McClough.
Yes, Father. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Do you mind
if you...
So about that
Can
bracelet.
Right. Here's the bracelet, Father.
bless this bracelet of a snake? Let it do no voodoo spirits. Go away. And now.
Okay. There.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse. Oh, take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Alright. So. Time to show that to people.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Gabriel doesn't want...
Well,
Does this mean anything
I
to
didn't
you?
steal it. I just made an impression of it.
It does.
Hello, how you doing?
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Come back again.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Look at this thing.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Fine.
It's a clay mold of Madame Kazunu's snake bracelet. The clay doesn't... It's...
Yeah, can't really do anything with it. I could show him this thing.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
My headphones, well, they
I'll see you
are
later.
in
Goodbye.
the description, so you want to know what exact model they are. They're very comfy, so would recommend, and I've had them for a while. And still working, so. It's quite possibly, well, one of the oldest parts of my current setup. And yeah, still working. Which is quite nice. Very funny. So I'll show him the scale.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Perhaps Gabriel should learn more about the scale before showing it to anyone.
But I've already showed it to someone.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Fine. Research time.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh, joy.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Could you research it?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
No. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the voodoo store guy is the only person left who has a snake. So... who else am I supposed to ask?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Oh, snakes.
Do you
Right
know
there.
anything
Wow.
about snakes?
I told you nothing. I hope you don't think this subject is erotic. It's not.
Alright, now I can ask about snakes. Hello, can you tell me about snakes?
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
See ya.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Yes. I'm glad too. So very glad.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
So, snakes?
Do you know anything about snakes?
Ah, you have perhaps noticed the museum's snake, Mr. Knight.
No.
They are beautiful creatures, do you not agree? And the tourists seem to associate them with voodoo.
Anything else?
Is the snake yours? Do you use it in your practice of voodoo?
I admire the spirit of this snake, Mr. Knight. But snakes like the museums can be quite dangerous to handle.
You didn't really answer my question.
I think I did, Mr. Knight.
It looks like a fairly large kind of snake, and if I'm not entirely mistaken, the bigger snakes are more about using their strength than venom. So, like, don't get bit and then not treat it and let it get infected. And maybe don't let it strangle you. But,
I'd really like to know more about your snake.
There is really nothing more to say, Mr. Knight.
But yeah, as far as I know, the smaller snakes are the ones you should be watching out for. And this seems like it's a fairly big snake based on the size of the tank and the fact that there's a lot of movement in the entire thing. So it seems the snake is here, here, and there, and this might be the tail. So, yeah. Just seems like that snake would only ever be dangerous to humans if it tried to, like, constrict them. But I don't think it could actually eat a human, so. It would probably, stop trying eventually, just because humans are a bit too big. I mean, humans are quite big, and I'm not sure that snake is big enough to eat them. Because your average human, yeah, you'd need a very big snake. Anyways. Sure, I mean, a super large one, but you wouldn't be able to keep it in that enclosure. It probably wouldn't fit in there. Like, the biggest snake enclosures I've seen would be, like, sure, maybe that, footprint of the thing, but, like, have it be the entire wall, so not just a tiny fish tank type situation up here, but have it go all the way down to the floor. So, I don't know. I've heard that rumor, but I've also heard that that is very much incorrect because snakes don't really plan in advance. If they see food, they eat it. they don't stop eating and plan for stuff like that.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Yeah, sure, if they're full, but yeah. But as far as I know, they don't fast, then eat a bigger prey item. They just eat when they're hungry. So if it was offered food in the meantime, it would probably eat that instead, because why not? Would be rather silly not to do that. But sleeping with a snake in your bed probably isn't the correct way to house that snake anyways, so maybe don't do that. I mean, from what I know, they need, like, specific temperatures and moisture levels and possibly light levels and all of that stuff, and yeah, maybe you don't have a snake loose in your house. They're not really cuddly animals now, are they?
I'd really like to know more.
I don't know everything, no.
There's really nothing more to say, Mr. Knight.
Well, I personally have never had a snake, but I've heard about snakes. And yeah, just from what I know, they don't plan on eating their owners for, like, a while. And when they attack, they don't necessarily think too much about it.
I'd really like to know more about
you can have small
There's
snakes
really
trying
nothing.
to eat a human's hand. Thing is, it's not gonna work.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Come back again.
Yes. We heard about that urban legend like 4 minutes ago. But yes, as far as I know, that's just that, a legend. Oh, no worries.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What kind of snakes?
The kind they use in voodoo?
Pythons and boas. So I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
I don't know.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I've already told you everything I know.
All of pythons are the specific ones they use. I don't think pythons are that dangerous to humans. Like, as far as I know, the more dangerous ones would be, like, cobras, for example. I don't know. I definitely don't know that much about different kinds of snakes, but... well, I'm just aware that some people keep pythons as pets, and pets that are dangerous to humans are generally, well, not super legal.
Excuse me, sir?
You got something to say, son?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
I mean, sure, they can try and strangle you, but, well. Thing is, trying and succeeding are two separate things. And maybe don't let your giant snake that's big enough to eat your puppy play with... Do people not know that snakes actually eat? So if you give them a perfectly sized prey animal, or even one that's too big, but as I said, apparently they bite and try and strangle people's arms. So there's that. Either way, maybe don't let them play together.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? I see snakes around here all the time. Most of them ain't poisonous, of course.
Why would you eat them?
Do you know anything about snakes?
I don't mind.
I don't know if there are poisonous snakes, as in ones that would kill you if you ate them. But I don't know how venom would, well, digest.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I don't mind snakes myself, but lots of folks are afraid of them.
Yeah, I don't think eating venom would be a good idea, but... You ate a rattlesnake. Alright then. I guess that's one thing you can do. Kids are weird. Okay, well, didn't know they served snakes. Alright, I guess that makes sense. Can't say I've ever even seen it on a menu. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen alligator on a menu either.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Have you had any luck with that beve?
I'm still working on it, Mr. Knight.
Have any of you ever had alligator?
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
And at a restaurant? I don't know. I'd say the weirdest or most exotic one would probably be ostrich, and I did not eat that at a restaurant. So, well. Thanks, the host. But yeah, I've never had frog either. Haven't had snakes or snails or like, yeah, the pufferfish. Haven't had that. Meat, not egg. I don't think I've ever had an ostrich egg or seen an ostrich egg IRL. I mean, I've seen pictures of them and like maybe seen the shell of one at a museum. But I'd imagine it wouldn't taste that different from a chicken egg. I don't know. So. Why would it be risky, and why are you spelling it like that? And yeah, I'd imagine that meat would be expensive. But yeah, I don't think I've eaten anything like super exotic. But to be honest, I'm not that... Wow. Uh-huh. Great.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Crawfish? That's...
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knights, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Not entirely sure what crawfish is. And no, I've not eaten llama. And sure. Where are your ostrich jokes? Just post them. Oh, those things, yeah. I think I had crawfish as, well, a pet-ish. Well, pet food. I had them in my fish tank when I still had a fish tank for a while. So. And yeah, I've seen kangaroo meat. I think it was in a Dutch supermarket, which makes perfect sense. I know. But yeah, I don't think I've seen it over here. So.
Do you know anything about snakes? I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knights, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
I'll see you later.
Oh, do keep in touch.
I don't think I've ever eaten goat. I've had goat's cheese. I don't like that. Wasn't a huge fan of lamb when I tried it. Which I think I have. It's been a while. But yeah. I don't think I've tried rabbit. I think I know people who've tried rabbit. But, well, not me. Anyways, who could know more about snakes? I think I've possibly had boar. And... well... yeah, I've had duck. Duck is awesome. Who can I ask about snakes? Maybe that guy?
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Fine. What about that?
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold?
Yes.
Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out.
Yes, he's been spending all his life playing chess. For 20 years.
Tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
walking around random areas. Works every time.
It's getting late.
Awesome. End of the day.
Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
You had a friend. Wow. Just kidding.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me.
Yes.
Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight. You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Day 4. All right. Excuse me?
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly.
Who is
I just have nothing
this?
to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
She's just gonna stand out there the entire time.
I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
So...
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
All right then.
Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What?
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Well,
Gabriel
someone's
decides to
salty.
check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy.
So...
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Nope.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I know you shouldn't be messing with it, and I know you will anyway.
True that. So, can I talk to this person?
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
So... do I just leave? Like, don't worry, I'll just...
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store.
I'll be
while I'm
off.
gone.
Have fun with the
See ya.
creepy guy outside. Alright, yep, that's what I'm doing.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Well, actually, I don't know if anything
Goodbye, Doctor.
that would have changed, so... I'll go fetch this thing, and the university, and talk to the guy. So.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you.
Lovely.
This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Don't know why his voice keeps changing. That was a bit weird.
Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad.
With all the people in this...
And I think, if I remember correctly, his closet did look like it was a bunch of the same clothes. I'll try and
Hey,
I'll
Greg.
call the
Really?
German guy
I
again.
forgot you were gone.
And yeah. Still don't know why I can't call him. But yeah, see? White t-shirt, jeans, white t-shirt, jeans. So.
There's nothing...
I'm not calling
Fine.
some stranger in Germany.
Still not gonna happen. I mean, I don't think so. Well, let's figure this out. I think for the US, calling Europe in the morning wouldn't be a weird thing. I think that would be the main time zone when it wouldn't cause any issues. Time, like, span, not time zone. Anyways. Yeah.
I've got some things I need to do.
Uh-huh.
It's 2:45 p.m. over here, so... I already tried. I mean, what else should I do? But yeah, I'm not great with the whole time zone math either. It's just that, well,
Mr. Knight.
I remember things.
Oh, goody.
So, yeah.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
So...
Can you tell me anything about that Veve I showed you?
I told you I would research.
Fine, he's still not done with it. What about this bracelet thingy?
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
But yeah, I'd say I have decent memory when it comes to stuff that isn't names.
I'll be going.
Oh, do keep in touch.
But remembering names just really isn't my thing. Basically, for me, it would be best if people, like, told me a bunch of stuff about them before telling me their name, not the other way around. Having the name be the first thing I learn about someone means it's basically the first thing I'm gonna forget. So, yay! Basically, if all I know about someone is their name, I'm gonna be forgetting that name. Fair enough.
Mostly my man.
It's you, God help me.
And yes, I remember you guys. The thing is,
Tell you this.
it takes me a while to remember usernames.
Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a
So.
feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
Basically, if someone only, like, stops by once, I'm not gonna remember their name. If someone's a regular, I am going to remember their name. So. What was this again?
The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed Veve.
Okay, so I'll be showing the professor guy that.
This is the that I...
Do I show this to him?
I picked up this scale at Lake Pontchartrain.
The case is closed,
Yes, I
Gabriel.
remember you. Fine, I guess I should have showed him
ask you about some stuff.
that stuff yesterday.
You're the writer. Ask away.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The case is closed. There's nothing more to discuss.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
The case? What case? I told you. The voodoo murders case is closed.
How can you just close it? It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. Well, they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll
What?
deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Look, next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
So...
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So? Couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay. So... show this article?
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810?
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? That they are a threat?
Sure. If there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
Okay. The mask?
I have this.
No.
That doesn't...
The scale?
I picked up this scale at Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah? Well, what makes you think it's related to the murders?
Well, it was at the crime scene.
Sure. Must be from the only snake in Louisiana, all right. That voodoo snake. Christ.
I have this snake bracelet. It's a replica of one used in secret voodoo ceremonies a few decades ago.
Really? And what makes you think so?
I got it from an old Creole lady whose grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau.
Gabriel. We get these little old ladies in here all the time. That bracelet is probably not genuine, and it wouldn't prove anything if it were.
These?
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? Well, that's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
Okay. And... these.
These symbols are from Marie Laveau's tomb in St. Louis Cemetery. They're part of a secret voodoo code, which I had translated by a voodoo yen.
Did they say anything about the murder?
Translated?
Well, not exactly.
I'm sure that's a legit code of some sort, Knight, but unless it gives me the names and
I
addresses
didn't
of the
have it
killers,
translated,
I don't think
though.
it'd be much help at this point.
I don't think I had it translated. By who? Yeah. Maybe I messed up by doing that. I don't know. Some sketches?
I have the...
That doesn't...
The brick?
I have the...
That doesn't...
No. Actually, maybe the brick was from the cemetery. Now I think of it. Okay. Can I combine this with that one?
Those two
No.
objects would have no effect.
What if I show it to him again?
Showing that to Mosley.
No.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
How can I convince...
You still need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay. So, I've still got stuff to do. And I'd say that's a good point to end the stream for today. So. There we go. And there. So. It's definitely been an interesting stream. So, found out plenty of new stuff. Don't know what to do with any of that new information yet, but they'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully. So, yes, I did manage that. Chess progress after 20 years of trying and living in a bar. So, now that guy's gonna go travel the world. So, it was definitely a productive day. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no big exams planned during stream days for a while. But I'll get back to you guys on that. I think there might be like one exam on a Saturday coming up. We'll see. It might still get moved. Either way. Am I going to eat a bird? I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, but I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. So, who knows? Anyhow, thanks for watching. And, oh, right, Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't celebrate it. Maybe I'll eat some chicken, I don't know. Haven't decided what I'm going to have tomorrow, so. Yes, chicken is a bird. I've noticed. Where was I? Alright. Bye.